Recording. All right. Hi, Miss Petrina.
Hey, Justina.
Thank you so much for just agreeing to share in this format and really speak to other women about the service you received and what it's done for you and how it's changed things for you and all that wonderful stuff. So I'm excited to jump right in. Do you want to say who you are and what you do real quick?
Yep. My name is Petrina Turner. I'm a financial stewardship coach, and my goal is to help other families become debt-free, save for a rainy day, and pretty much just get their finances together so that they can build and leave a legacy, something other than bills to their kids. I want them to be able to leave a financial, faith-filled legacy.
Awesome. I love that. Financial and faith-filled legacy.
Yes,
Love it.
yes.
All right. So I wanted to ask you, how did you feel about your business, or what was your business like before our work together?
Okay. Well, before, I was just doing pretty much blogging and sending out tips on social media. I really was not, it was more set up as a hobby and not as a business. I have another business that's it's kind of coming to an end, and I wanted to start focusing on this whole financial freedom. Our family is going on a journey towards financial freedom, and I just started blogging about our journey and what we did to pay off debt. So it really wasn't a business. It was more like a hobby.
Okay. All right. So I know that you were in my Facebook group and I was sharing about the social service clarity VIP. I actually did the whole challenge for it. You were part of it and everything. What inspired you or prompted you to say, you know what, I want to work with her and I'm going to sign up for this?
I think just some of the tips that you were giving as far as drilling down into knowing what we actually want to do and how to set up our business. That was kind of something I did, like workshops and different things like that. But most of the time I'm doing it for free. So basically looking at how to start making, drilling down as to what we actually, or what I actually wanted to do. And I think we had like our 30-minute call or something like that. And all the information that it was really that call, all the information that you gave me in that call, I'm like, oh my gosh, she is really stepping on toes and showing me what I needed to do and what I needed to change. That prompted me to moving forward.
Okay. And if you remember, was there anything in that call that stood out to you specifically that was like, oh, you said stepping on toes. So I'm like, what toes did I step on?
I think the biggest thing that stood out during that initial call was you asked me, so what's next? Like after they do a one-on-one with you, what do you lead them into next? And I didn't have anything. It was just, okay, you did your budget, have a good one. I'll, follow up and see how you're maintaining, 3 months later. But I didn't offer anything else to keep them to being coming back to me for other services. So I might do the one-on-one, but that would be it. So I think that's what prompted me. Like and I had a lot of different moving parts, but they really weren't connected by any means. So.
Yes, and that kind of leads us into the next question about what did your programs and services look like before our work together. You kind of touched on it. If there's anything else you want to share about that, about what things look, the programs and services, how did they look for you before our work together?
So like I said, it was more like I was doing a lot of different things. I was writing blogs and I was doing some one-on-one coaching with people trying to help them get their finances together. And I would do a couple workshops for like churches and different things like that. But it wasn't cohesive, I guess you could say. It was, like I said before, it was all a lot of moving parts and I didn't have any structure. So that's what it looked like before. Mm-hmm. Now, after working with you for a month, I think, I so know what I'm doing. We've gone through, after this happens. And actually another thing that you helped me do, we had 3 pillars initially, and You encouraged me to have that fourth pillar. So now I know exactly after step 1, you can do this. After step 2, you can do this. Or maybe you want to start at 3. It depends on, like you said, when I had that initial call where, people fall in to see what they actually need. So now I have some clarity. I have clarity over exactly what my business looks like, what the structure is, what I can move people into doing next. And there's a structure. So that is something that I didn't have before. And honestly, I didn't even think about it before.
Well, you know what? I think it's a really big thing. I think, especially when people are creating services and they're wanting to put these things out online, it's almost as if like, okay, this is what I'm good at, but being able to expand it into a full package, a full experience for your client. Sometimes it's hard when you're so close to your work, you're looking at it and there's just one thing in your tunnel vision sometimes,
right.
But being able to work with a coach or work with someone to help you to expand that vision and really find that structure, like you said. I think that was one of the biggest words you used that stood out to me was this structure. And sometimes people think they have it until they get on the phone with me.
Right. Yeah. And that was true. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I thought I had it, but I really didn't have it, until after you started asking questions and asking what do they do next. Another thing that I learned from you pushed me out of my comfort zone because I am not I think I was very hesitant to kind of put myself out there. Like I had never done like a launch or done anything. You encouraged me to do Black Friday, and that was the first time I had ever done anything remotely similar to doing that. And just the mere fact of emailing people every day leading up to Black Friday, that alone pushed me out of my comfort zone because I didn't want to be like, oh my gosh, how many, when people say, how many emails is she going to send me, So, and even I did my first Facebook or Instagram live. So all of that helped with trying to kind of thrust me into getting out of my comfort zone, putting myself out there, and really start having people to know who I am, connect with me, and know what my services are. And for me to be able to show how I can help families build and leave a legacy.
That's right. I love it. I love that you went into the how we're showing up piece, because sometimes we feel like, oh, I'm posting here or I've shared it here and I put it here, but we can really show up in like a higher level capacity. So I love that so much, and not being stuck on the fear around what people are going to think, because when it comes to marketing, OMG, people have to see it at least 7 to 9 times. And when you're in charge of your own marketing, you're seeing it so much that it's almost like overwhelming. You're like, oh my gosh, but we have to have that mindset of no, people are so busy. They have so much going on. It's our job to like be like right in front of their face. So amazing job for sticking to it, sending out those emails, being visible, going live, all that beautiful stuff. The other question I would just say, I know I helped you, well, because we had the structure, we were able to build that structure there. Then I was able to take you deeper and like look at the profit plan. Like what's the scope for what you could be earning for the next year? So tell me what that was like for you to see that on paper.
That was really hard for me because I am because of my title, financial stewardship coach. And the goal is to help people to minimize expenses and all that kind of stuff. So I'm always looking at people, budget and saying, okay, why do you have this? Why are you paying so much for this? So me being able to create services and products with prices that are beyond what I would maybe potentially say something to someone else about if I saw it on their budget was very difficult for me. I think I had to switch, and you helped me switch from not looking at it as an expense, but as an investment. I'm helping people by charging this. They will make this money back because of what I'm teaching them and what I'm trying to show them on what they need to do when it comes to their finances. So that really helped me, really showed me that, it's not an expense, it's really an investment. And this is required for your service, and this is how you can start building your business and making money off of it. So that was really difficult initially as well, but because I was always looking at it from a financial get out of debt perspective. So that really did help me.
Now you can look at it as this is an investment that my clients are making so that they can be financially free. I mean, the way I look at it too is your clients, you're teaching them to stop wasting money.
Right.
Guess what? If they stop wasting their money, they can afford your services to do better with their money, right? So you're like, let me show you. And you can even, I've done this on calls before with potential clients, right? I'm not the financial guru like you, but I will go through their stuff and say, look, if you take away this, if we move this, you can afford this service so that you can move forward and do better. So you will have opportunities to do that. Like, all right, let me give you a sample budget, something on this call right now. I can show you how you can afford this. So you can move forward and do better. So that's going to be beautiful. One of the last questions I wanted to ask you was, what are some of the beliefs? And we kind of touched on it a little bit. I love how it's flowing. What are some of the beliefs that you had to let go of in order to take action, finish out some of those modules you were working on, be able to put the package together and really say, you know what, I'm going to stand in this and I'm going to do it. So what were some of those?
One was pretty much the fear of like going live and showing up. And, I think one of the things that kind of hindered me or stopped me was from like, I don't want to get on everybody's nerves. Like, kind of like, why do you keep posting stuff about? So I had to get over the whole, I have to show up. The only way people will notice me or where I will get noticed is if I show up. And the only way that I can help people is if I show up. So that was number one. And then number two, what we talked about was just the planning for the different the packages for pricing. That was really difficult because of, I'm trying to help you to minimize your expenses. So pricing my packages, I had to get over and learn that this is truly an investment and I'm going to help you reach your potential financially. But with anything, you have to invest in it, and people are more apt to putting 100% in and getting the job done when they invest in it. So those were the two things. Show up. You have to show up and you have to put a price on your packages. So.
Yes, I know there was another piece, I don't know if you remember this or not, and you can speak to it, around waiting to put out certain pieces. They were like, no, it has to be perfect first. So speak to that a little bit.
Because I'm such a perfectionist, I'm like, it was taking me literally forever for me. I've had the whole financial course already, modules already completed via presentation style, and it was taking me forever to do the voiceovers you just told me, since it's taking forever for you to do it, instead of doing an online course where people can actually, that's pre-recorded, just go ahead and get started with the group coaching. So that really did help me and kind of shift my mind that actually, honestly, it will be better because I'm working with them one-on-one inside a group session, and they get to see me, feel me, hear me, right now. So that really helped show me that I don't have to wait. I don't have to be a perfectionist. It's not going to be perfect. Just get it out there. And that is really what helped me to do the Black Friday, because I wouldn't have done it. If you hadn't said, just go ahead and get it out there now, like, why can't you start this now? Why are you waiting? So that really helped me to go ahead and just push forward. It's not going to be perfect, but people will respond. So that helped me.
Excuse me. Yes, so amazing. So let's just remind everybody one more time who you are, what you do, the wonderful thing that you do, the God-given gift that is within you, and then tell them where they can find you.
Okay. Well, again, I'm a financial stewardship coach, and I help families to be on their journey to building wealth, and that entails getting out of debt, saving for a rainy day, creating budgets, and just basically taking control of their finances so that they can build and leave a legacy of faith, family, and finance. So my website is petrinaturner.com, Petrina, Turner.com, and they can find me I'm mainly on IG because I send out daily quotes, inspirational quotes surrounded around faith, family, and finance. And I'm also on Facebook. So thanks so much, Justina. I've learned a ton. You were a great coach, and you've pushed me past my comfort zone, helped me to establish some type of structure when it comes to the overall business. And I know my business is better because of it. So thank you.
Yes, you are so, so welcome.